Biotech stocks were one of the only real sectors that were down on Wednesday after Donald Trump told Time magazine that he would, quote, bring down drug prices. Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. Let's talk about the outlook for biotechs. Max Wolff of 55 Capital, Rich Ross of Evercore ISI, your guest today. The biotech sector reacting negatively, Max, which is odd because Hillary Clinton had sort of been seen as anti-biotech, at least in terms of pricing, I guess you could say. Now Donald Trump comes in, utters these words, everything falls. There's thousands of prescription drugs out there. I wonder, is the market overreacting?
Yeah, we think it sort of is. Donald Trump has also had a little bit of a likelihood to change his mind on any number of things and any number of positions. So thinking it's baked in stone in a tweet from Donald Trump may or may not be a great long-term strategy anyway. That being said, look, the big risks here are more risks to the particulars of a single company's efforts in the space. We think concierge medicine, DNA-based and bespoke medicine is the future. Biotech is going to be where those innovations come from. Aging U.S. population, aging global population, space that still merits close scrutiny in the long term.
Close scrutiny by, what do you mean by that, in a good way or bad way?
No, I think you have to have exposure. You have to watch the situation on any given company name. But generally speaking, this space is up and to the right long term. The demographics prove it, and the future of medicine makes it pretty clear from a scientific basis.
Okay. Max Wolff, thank you. Rich Ross, just chart this because it's strip out emotion and sort of president-elect comments aside. How did the biotechs look?
Yeah, Brian, look, the problems with biotech and healthcare began long before today's tweet by Donald Trump or earlier in the year, Hillary Clinton's tweet, which sent it lower. My point being, the technicals have been eroding for some time. We have interest rates rising, which is a macro headwind for the group, and you have a very aggressive factor rotation from growth into value, all of which are playing against biotech here. When we look at the chart in the short term, you've been moving sideways here against this backdrop for most of the year after a decline coming out of the gate, down 21% year to date, 3% just today alone. So let's call it 300 is your big resistance, which we continue to fail about getting over that. 250 is your key support on the downside. And when you look at that longer term chart, you can see, Brian, the critical importance of holding that long term support at those recent lows around 250. From there, we have to consider a structural breakdown from a multi-year top after a 5-year run of outperformance versus the broader market. That could set the stage for a multi-year run of underperformance, which likely has already begun.
Okay. Rich Ross and Max Wolff looking at the biotechs. Obviously, a little headline risk here today. We appreciate your longer-term comments, gentlemen. Thank you. Folks, thank you for tuning into Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.